Hello, and welcome to B. Scott Speaks, where I give you news, poetry, black history, scandals, blogs, and so much more. Copyright Disclaimer 107, Copyright Act 1976, Fair Act use for the purposes of criticism, comment, news, research.
The House will now reorganize and select a new speaker. I know it's going to take some time, but I remind everyone we have a lot of work to do, and the American people expect us to get it done. The argument we reached was all about what comes next, but we had an agreement. We reached an agreement over the weekend. Funds for government, only another 40 days. We cannot and should not again be faced with an 11th hour decision of brinksmanship that threatens to shut down the government. And we know what we have to do. We have to get it done in a timely fashion. More than anything, we need to change the poisonous atmosphere in Washington. You know, we have strong disagreements, but we need to stop seeing each other as enemies. We need to talk to one another, listen to one another, work with one another, and we can do that. I join with Minority Leader Jeffries in saying that our Republican colleagues remain committed to working in a bipartisan fashion. We were prepared to do it as well for the good of the American people. Twice in the last 6 months, both houses came together on a bipartisan basis. Once to avoid default, once to keep the government open. And while we should never have been in this situation in the first place, I'm grateful that leaders on both sides came together, including former Speaker McCarthy, to do the right thing.
Hopefully they will come up with some real resolutions and this government do not shut down in 40 days. A government shutdown will hurt. I mean, it will absolutely hurt regular people like us. They are not thinking about us. They need to get together and come up with some real answers and do what is best for the people. That's what needs to happen. Matt Gaetz wanted to force a government shutdown, and that's why he ousted Kevin McCarthy as the Speaker of the House, even though none of them mean us any good at all, because all they thinking about is their damn donors and money for themselves. That's what they thinking about. Pass laws that's going to help people, regular people. This is ridiculous. This whole thing is ridiculous. You know, like, come on, do better. The next thing that I'm curious about is, why was the temporary Speaker of the House first order of business was to evict Nancy Pelosi from her office? Like, that was so important to do right away, instead of taking care of other business that really needed to be handled. I don't understand, right? And not only that, Nancy Pelosi is not in Washington, D.C. She is actually in California at she went to her close friend's funeral, Dianne Feinstein, because, as you know, she passed away a few days ago. What is really going on up there? I need these people to get their acts together and actually act like adults that pass laws, because they are not acting like adults that are supposed to be passing laws for the people. They are acting like high school kids fighting. All the ridiculous bickering back and forth need to stop. They need to act like adults and actually do their jobs. That's what needs to happen. And it's really those MAGA Republicans that's the major problem. They are the major problems. And don't come for me in my comments, because you know they the major problems. And if you down in them comments trying to say something that they not, then you the problem. Yeah, I said it. If you come for me in these comments and say that these mega Republicans are not the problem, you are the problem just like them. You already know what they're about. I don't even have to say what they're about, okay? And so that's what you're about too. Don't play with me. Thank you for watching, and if you would, like, comment, share, and subscribe.